Alright. Successfully did install two completely separate Windows 98 operating systems. This one's the original 2 gigabyte. This one is 4 gigabyte. No errors whatsoever. Sound working. Everything good to go off the bat by setting the IRQ to 5 when that screen pops up during install. When the blue background, when it's still installing drivers, devices, all that shit at the very last step of the install, a screen will pop up with a interrupt IRQ -3. You change it to 5, continue the install, skip any pop-ups, close out any pop-ups, and you're good. Now, I don't have any games installed yet, but I'm just going to copy a couple no CD patches in first before I install the game, because it just seems like an easier process. And now I can install it to the C drive. I was full. My C drive was completely full. And even though I was installing Deus Ex to my D drive, it would pop up and say C drive is full right at the end of the install every time. And then the game wouldn't run. It would just sit on the splash screen forever. So I'm hoping by freeing up hard drive space, it'll be able to create the files it needs to run the game. The temporary files and all that shit some games use. This might take too long. Sometimes it takes 2 minutes to boot in. Sometimes it takes 4. Other times 6. Usually 5 or 6 minutes max. Not really different than any computer back in the day. I don't know what's up with all this ant race thing going on. Maybe some of that. What is this cord? This is the controller cord. So yeah, I found a wireless mouse that works flawlessly. A wireless keyboard, wireless mouse, controller when I need it. I have the 8-bit DO adapter and the analog controllers and all that shit. PlayStation 4 controller. And that would be best here, because then I could most likely move the mouse cursor with the analog and scroll through all the my desktop shortcuts with the controller. And I have the best of both worlds, if the mouse ever, sometimes it like sticks, or there's like a fucking invisible magnetic force that won't let the mouse pop over. And on my other, what I did is I renamed the ISO to Windows 98 2, and then changed my username, because last time I tried this, I used the same ISO and I created the same exact username, and when I was all done, I didn't have the new operating system in my list in DOSBox X. Now I have that, and this second thing that pops up, the little with the bass drum and all that shit, there's a speaker icon. That's awesome. I don't even have that in my other one now. That went away. I don't know what I did. I might delete the 2 gigabyte, even though I have all those games already installed, and just try and reinstall them to this. I don't know. Do it. Maybe just free up a ton of space and create like a 10 gigabyte hard drive. Yeah, now this sound used to play in my other Windows 98, the 2 gigabyte hard drive. Now it doesn't. It just completely skips this sound every time. Wireless mouse. Two batteries with a little mini adapter in the little nano adapter in the second port. So all I want to do, see how that's highlighted? I could scroll through these with the controller right off the bat because it's highlighted. I've been using this Explore option, like I said before, because otherwise I get performed illegal option when shit pops up. Alright, so all I wanted to do was take this no CD patch and copy it to the desktop. I guess it's done already. That was it. That's all I wanted to do. Now, I already copied the Win98 folder that, as I was installing, or as it booted into Windows the first time, right out of the install. It booted right in perfect, no issues, no errors. So I just copied the Win98 folder from the ISO right then and there. I don't think I needed it because there was no errors, but I figure since I have 4 gigabytes free and Windows was only using like 200 MB, I figure I'd be fine. Alright, so now I gotta load Deus Ex ISO, install it, and add the no CD patch. I don't think this is a good no CD patch, but I can't. I found another website, but it has a password, and they don't give you the password to extract the patch, which sucks.